Hello, poopsies. Thank you for joining me on this very chaotic week. I can already feel the energies of this 7 planetary body alignment of Aries in our solar system, which has never happened before in our lifetime. Yeah, I can already tell, like, the dominant masculine, like, egoic energy is coming through. And it's very intense. It's been a difficult week. And we're just starting on the week, let's put it that way. So it pretty much peaks at April 16, 17. So, oh boy, are we all collectively for a bumpy ass ride. So just being real with you, I want you to mentally prepare for what's to come. So let's see what these energies have for us. What do these energies want to say to us right now? These energies that haven't come in 6,000 years. These historic ancient energies are coming back for a reason at this time in our human evolution. I'm going to use some cards, but I'm mostly going to be working with flower petals. I have picked these dried pink tulips to read. I'm going to cleanse the energies of any tool I'm working with. I have some Caribbean calcite here, which is a very interesting crystal I will talk about in another video. I cleanse any of my tools I work with. I will flip in this tarot book for guide or reference when I feel intuitively drawn or need to. This bracelet I'm wearing is very special, powerful, important as well. I will talk all about that in another time. But I'm channeling all my powers, intuitive gifts, and abilities this week to see what's going on. And this is a perfect week. This is a perfect time to book your own personal reading. There is no other time in history, and there is never, ever going to be another time like this ever again in your entire lifetime. I mean that when I say that. Astrologically, all the astrologers are saying this. This is it. This is the peak. This is the culmination, the apex point of everything that we have been waiting for. Everything you have been waiting for as well. So don't be afraid, but just be mentally prepared. Okay, so we're going to ask the flower petals, what's going on with this week, this intense Arisian energy? What do we need to know about Aries? 7 planetary body alignment in Aries this week. What is it trying to tell us? What is it sharing with us at this time in human history? Okay, so me breathing kind of moved the petals a bit. Whatever was meant to be, what's meant to be, right? So I feel like that, just that alone was the message, breathing life into things, things being moved around, jostled, things in motion. All of a sudden I'm thinking of ships moving, water. I'm thinking of how that's going to affect water, the Hormuz Canal, right? I'm seeing that sea now. I'm seeing that like ocean, just there's going to be an open passage. There's going to be an opening. There could also be disruption before the opening. So, everything's blockaded now as of today, right? If I'm not mistaken. But there could be an opening now. Maybe that blockade will be released. Because I test things in the spirit constantly. I don't think this Strait Hormuz thing is going to actually cause spiritually. Mentally, logically, we know it will, but spiritually, I don't think it will long term. I feel that's going to be just a temporary thing. It's just, a lot of times some things are overhyped, but you have to test things in the spirit, right? So overall, I feel like it's going to be okay, or there's going to be a resolve or solution coming through this week. I hear the 15th or 16th of April, there could be some last minute, like, okay, we're not going to go this route, But again, route, like a physical route, there could be a diversion route. even though that's impossible in that region, you know, there's no other body of water to divert. It's just you're kind of stuck there, right? So that's interesting. Like, where are you stuck to in your life? Where are you stagnating? Where are you not being open and released, not willing to compromise or work with somebody, right? Especially if you have a strict contract with somebody. Like, where do you need that kind of compassionate understanding? Like, okay, we can agree to disagree, we can get along, because Aries wants to be first, wants to dominate, right? And they're the one who's, honestly, sometimes, depends who it is, and not always, but the bully in the case, right? Like, you know, if one country's bullying another country because they want to dominate them, you know, they want to take over. So who's in your life being that big bully, right? Who in your life is really not letting you have a say, you know, in the situation because they think they know better, or they think their actions are justified, right? So, you know, I feel like saying love is all there is, you know. Tulips are a huge expression, a pink energy of love I'm getting all of a sudden. You know, I wore pink, I didn't realize it. I have a pink candle, Caribbean calcite in a heart shape. Like, I didn't even realize. Look, pink pen, like, I didn't even realize it until just now. Like, the love energy is coming so strong right now. And it's like a deep level of compassion, a sea of compassion I'm tapping into right now. So this could be a good time to solidify, strengthen that love in your partnerships, your relationships. What else is going on, dear flower petals? Please guide and lead us and assist us on the Poopsies today on these energies. So there's a T, someone with the name with the letter T. First name, last name, middle initial, starting with the letter T. It feels like a feminine energy, but could be a feminine man like myself, right? There's a boat here. Again, I'm seeing it's like a love boat. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. It almost reminds me of like a straight woman who fell in love with a gay man. But they know that they know better. Like, they can't ever, you know, truly like be with that person. You know what I'm saying? And there's some like energy of like disappointment there. There could be some disappointment or disagreement with someone you love as well, like a best friend, like a bestie energy, like a, you know, a gay man and a straight woman, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like there could be some clash or dispute there. There could be some attraction there, but also it's like, you know, the woman knows she can't be with that man for obvious reasons, right? So, because they're not attracted to women, obviously. So, you know what I'm saying? So this could come through like a confusion response. It's like, okay, you know, I didn't really expect that. Or maybe you didn't know they were gay. And then it's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's awkward. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. It's like, you know, oh, oops, I assumed. Or, you know, the woman reached for the kiss. And then the man's like, oh, whoa, sorry. Like, I'm not into women, right? So there could be some confusion and hurt there, you know, and humiliation. So I definitely see, though, like, love is around the corner for a lot of you after this period ends, because the energies are too crazy right now. And also, I feel like things are going to be chaotic, disorganized. It's going to be sort of like one day is this way, one day, like every day is going to feel like a year from here on out. From here on out. Oh my God, I didn't even mean to say that. It's not just this week. It's going to be like from here on out. Every day is going to feel like a year has passed. Not that time's going to be slow, maybe in some ways, but it's going to be a lot happening from here on out. And I'm being reminded of like this like warrior energy spirit. Like maybe I'm hearing about battle, war, you know, I'm definitely getting that in the realms. Like having to fight or dispute over territory, land, especially if you have like rights to some music or ownership of something, and then there's a targeted dispute again. Like lawsuits, contracts, even like certain rituals are going to be disrupted. Like if you have a day-to-day morning ritual, it's going to be disrupted this week, right? And weeks to come. I hear it's going to be disrupted. This energy will be felt for the next 2 to 5 years. Depends on who you are and what's in your birth chart. I hear 2 to 5 years. For most, it's just going to be an intense few months. Let's see what else we need to know based on these energies right now. And again, you can book you on TonyBomboni.com, your own personal reading. And if you book a tarot reading, you could just tell me, instead of a tarot, I want a flower reading. I can do that too. I have a lot of beautiful pink hibiscus growing right now in my outside. I was going to say garden. I didn't quite plant it yet. I fed the gopher tortoise with it though. That was very satisfying. But anyway, so I have other flowers as well. So if you want a flower reading, I can do that as well. You know, I can go out and buy more flowers. I have to use your money that you give me to buy stuff constantly. Anyway, I barely keep any money that I make. Honestly, I haven't been able to save in probably years because I love investing back into my channel. You know, I feel I have more than enough, you know, so that's, I'm blessed to be able to do that, to spend my money how I choose on you guys. So anyway, so moving forward, and money's not everything to me. I don't give a shit about it. So why should I keep it? So anyway, when the people are hungry right now, you know, that's more important. But anyway, moving on. You know, I think greed is what causes a lot of problems in this world. Moving on. I could talk about that all day. But what I am going to say here is definitely, I'm hands itching. That's a good sign of, well, if it's your right hand, you're going to spend more money. So maybe I'm itching to spend more, as if I haven't already spent enough. But anyway, so, Anyway, okay, see how it disrupted through my breath. So that's the power you're going to have. That shows the power you hold to disrupt the flow of things. Maybe you know what? That's why Spirit's itching my right hand. They're saying you're going to spend a lot. You're itching to spend a lot. Thank you, Spirit. I'm like, why am my hand itching? I know I'm not. Girl, I spent like 20 grand last month. I know I'm not itching to spend more. Now I get it. Okay. So you're itching for more. You're itching for something more. And that's that Aries aggression energy, right? You are literally itching for something more. And this is, I hear a culmination point. This is the culmination apex I've been talking about. Okay, so speaking of the intense Arisian energy, I don't know what's going on. This is the first time this happened. Like both my batteries died really quickly. So I don't know. This is very strange energy. What's going on? Sometimes if I tap into such a powerful energy, it causes like all my batteries to die. Like that rarely happens, but sometimes it happens. It's just what it is. Psychics have to deal with that constantly. Like I burned through my equipment pretty quickly. I burned through my memory cards pretty quickly because of my abilities. But yeah, so anyway, but I'm gonna just kind of ask the cards now in this moment, what does this all mean? What's like one card to say it all, you know? What's one card to express what we're looking for today in terms of these energies? Ten of Swords. I'm gonna first look up in the book what that means. The Book of Tarot by Sahar Palmer, A Spiritual Key to Understanding the Cards. This book goes in a weird order. I don't really like it. It doesn't go in like the order I want it to go. I really hope my battery makes it today because I have to catch up on people's readings and stuff. I've had an intense weekend too. Yeah, I don't know. Here's Ten of Swords. Okay. I think. A man lies dead. No, I'm not going to read that. Disappointment, disillusion, and false hopes. Clear the decks for a fresh outlook, truth and clarity of understanding. Deception, treachery, or stress may lead to physical illness when understanding is lacking. Yeah, so you can have some misunderstandings with people. You know, a lot of illusion of how your life used to be. That could be something as well, an issue you face. But it is a good card. It's a bad and a good card because it's literally like this bad stuff happened to me, but at the same time, I overall can see the brighter picture why that had to happen to me. So I feel like something bad is going to happen this week. I feel like something just dreadful for all of us. But at the same time, out of the dread comes the good, the positive, right? Because if that bad event never unfolded to begin with, you wouldn't have gotten to the other side of the bridge, right? And made it to the positive aspects of your life. So, you know, to have gratitude right now, I think, is important to see through the illusion. Because water, there's the water here, is illusion. It mirrors and reflects things back at you. You know, your emotions are illusion. Sometimes you have emotions, you don't know where they come from. It's an illusionary response to something that triggered you. So you can't see clearly when you're in the depths of the sea, you know? So I think that's very important to know and acknowledge moving forward is how is this all affecting you emotionally, you know, and can you see past just this week? Can you get over the hell and move past it without letting your emotions kind of affect you that much or take over too deeply? So I see some of you have low energy. Some of you are tired of, you know, things, life, constant negative news loop. It feels like maybe your life is just constantly these ups and downs. So you have to find this like even playing field. You have to kind of find that internal peace right now and not let external forces affect you so much. You know, what's one card that can say it all here? I'm not going to look in the book because it takes forever to flip through. I thought this book would have organized things. They don't. They're like Page of Cups, Six of Swords. I'm like, oh, you know, it's going to take me forever to flip through. So Knight of Pentacles, you know, I think a lot of you are going to be energized. A lot of you are going to be in the rush to do things, to get things done. And it's a supportive energy to kind of boost you forward, right? We have the Fire Horse energy, now the 7th planet Aries energy. It's going to propel you to want to start something new, right? But again, how can you keep emotional playing field? Like, how can you find peace, but also start something new with a more peaceful energy, not such a chaotic, abruptive energy? So maybe some of you have to wait until after this week is over so that you can actually begin something in a more calm state of mind. It's going to inspire you to be in action, but is that the best thing for you? Not necessarily, is it though? Let's see. Is it the best thing for you to start? For most, yes. If this feels yes to you, it is yes. Those who bore easily, those who are restless spirits, those who like to go out and socialize constantly and stimulate themselves because they can't handle, you know, a lot of times their own emotions. Yeah, this is going to be a problem week for you, but also a good week, you know, because it's going to make you have to sit down with yourself if you haven't done the work yet. If you have, then it's going to say, okay, let's do this. You might start to work out more. You might start having a ton more energy and might even like start new things in your business. You might, you know, be more blunt, you know. So make sure you dull that blunt, you know what I'm saying? Dull the sharp point of your blunt tongue. Yeah, you know, because you can hurt people through your sword of a tongue. You know what I'm saying? Whether you care to or not, that's up to you. But what I'm saying here is be careful, because you could unintentionally hurt somebody and then, you know, permanently burn that bridge. And you don't want to do that, because I feel like maybe you've done that before many times. You know, I think we all have to some extent. So, you know, soften that edge a little. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be a sharp week. You might even be sharp in your mind, more clarity of mind to know what to do in your personal business, especially if you're self-employed. This is a good, like I hear prosperity is a good week to earn money in your business, if only you use it wisely. That's how I see it. And the universe knows your true intention in your heart. If it's for like, oh, I'm just going to make money to spend, you might not make the money this week. You know what I'm saying? Because of your intent. Your intent is going to be key here. If you, on the 16th and 17th of April, it's the 17th, but I'm saying 16th, 17th because of time zone differences. Like our 16th is 17th in Japan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving some leeway energy here, right? Whatever you intend in that day or two, right? That's what's going to be. It's going to be written in stone for you for eons to come. Even future lifetimes. So I want you to be careful this week. I don't want you to send anybody bad energy. I don't want you to curse anybody in traffic. You know, try your best. Be on your best behavior. Intent. Because if you carry this angry energy with you, it shall follow you for the years to remain. So that's not, you know, a curse or a wish or anything like that. That is a message. All right. I want you to take more seriously how your words have an impact this coming week and weeks to come. How you influence, even how you influence other members of society, and how the consequence of your actions lead into where you are today. Because I know you're in a place now in your life where you may have some, I wish I didn't do that type energy, you know? Most of us do have some regrets in our life. You know, if we're mostly empathic human beings, you know, we have something that we wish we never did or said, all right? So be very, very extremely cautious and mindful, because again, if this is a warlike energy, what do you think is going to happen if you have a sharp tongue with someone who is warlike, right? Yeah, not going to end well for you. It's going to end in a very intense battle. Let's put it that way, like chairs get thrown, you know. So I would say dull that tip, that point, that sharpness, okay? Even if you yourself feel dull or bored, you know, maybe you're tired of holding your tongue. Because I can see that judgment. This is going to be the intense karma into, I hear, the next week, because Uranus is finally out of Taurus. Since 2019, it's been giving so many people hell because of karma. You know, a lot of people had to pay back their karmic dues from even past lifetimes in this 7-year cycle. It's not going to happen again for the next 77 years. So the rest of our life, we don't have to worry anymore, basically. If you're a good person, you continue to be good, you don't have to worry a damn thing. And if you were good throughout this cycle, you don't have to worry a damn thing, okay? If you didn't learn anything from these last 7 years since 2019, pre-2020, right? If you didn't learn anything, not even a single thing, oh baby, oof, that karma about to hit this week or next week, all right? Really bad, like deathly bad, yeah. I hear illness in the spirit. That could show up in the form of an illness, a last minute, unexpected illness. Unfortunately, allegedly, entertainment purposes only. Obviously, don't wish this on anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Not that I have one, thank God. But, you know, make sure you don't make enemies during this time, especially with the people you don't want to mess with, right? This is going to be really nasty. Yeah, I don't want you to be afraid, but I have to be blunt here, okay? I'm trying to dull my bluntness this week, but I have to deliver as I have to spit the truth as it comes, okay? But if it's not truth for you, you can just, you know, deflect the message all you want. I didn't say you weren't warned, though. Because this is going to be such an intense month. We haven't seen anything. We thought, oh my gosh, it was intense now. Trust me, it is intense. It's going to get intense. It is asking you to not be equally as intense with it. These energies are asking you, let me do my thing right now. I'll show you how God works. But I want you to take a step back and retreat right now. I want you to let me work my miracles here. And I don't want you to get involved. Because if you get involved, you get horribly hurt. That's like if a farmer father, a father who's a farmer, and they have a little son who's like 6 years old, right? He's like, Daddy, I want to ride the tractor. And the father's like, I would love you to ride the tractor, but you're going to get horribly hurt because you don't know how to operate this thing, you know? The father is the God, universe, right? The creator of everything. And the son, that's you. You're like, oh, but I really want to. Oh my God. And you start crying like Kim Kardashian losing her earring in the ocean, right? Oh my God. My life is so hard because I can't ride this tractor, right? So, jokes aside, seriously though, I'm trying to be more serious. I like adding humor because this is a very blunt message. That's God, like, take a step back. You're going to get hurt. You can't ride this tractor. You're not prepared right now, baby. Okay? You're just a child in my eyes. Wait till you are ready. Wait till you are more grown. So you're still in the baby stages in some degree, especially if you are just starting the business right now. Honey, you are in the womb still. You are still creating, manifesting. You are not ready to handle, right? If I was to tell this way, I sometimes struggle. Like, I get a lot of times people DMing me mostly who are new ASM artists, and they're like, how'd you make it? How'd you do it? How'd you survive? How'd you not go crazy? That's me trying to cram 18 years of YouTube experience to a baby. It's impossible. I can't talk to that person and explain all my experience and pain and all the tough skin I had to have and face and the hate and people coming to my door. Like, craziness, right? I can't possibly tell them, because if I overshare and explain to that baby, in the industry what it's like, they'll be scared off. They're not even going to want to start filming. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I have realized that because of the consequence of my actions of actually helping somebody, and they ended up with millions. And I'm like, oh shit, I actually helped them do that. Didn't even intend to. Didn't even realize that was possible. So I am very careful with my words nowadays. I try to be. So this is God, right? This is God telling you, I have to be careful with my words because you're not ready yet, my child. Right? They're saying you are not ready yet for what I'm about to introduce to you. I'm channeling already. I don't need flowers, tarot. I don't need to write. I always channel. I hope you understand. I just love using these tools because they make good sounds, But, and obviously I love working with the cards and tools. Like, I need to work with my hands, right? It's part of my work here. People need something visual. They can't just listen to me talk and sit here with twiddling my thumbs. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. But anyway, so he's saying you are not ready for what's coming this week. You are not ready. And he knows you are not ready. None of us are freaking ready for what's about to go down. Are you kidding me? None of us are ready. Get ready though, because it's going to be intense. But he's asking you to take a step back now. Watch him ride the tractor. Don't get involved. You'll end up getting caught under the rungs. Would you want to do that? Would you want to do that to yourself? Do you want to get hurt? No. Let him, Spirit, God, Universe, take charge. Stop trying to control the situation, because this can manifest as control, but it's going to end up as a beautiful thing. I see the sun as a final outcome card. A beautiful outcome here for you. Waiting on the other side if you're willing to be patient. Again, Aries is not patient. 7 in Aries. Nothing will speak patience. World leaders will be impatient this month. They will be testy. They will be bitchy. They will be cutty. All right? They will be agitated and aggressive. And we as the public, the people of this society, have to sit back and watch. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Some might protest, some might really stand up. Those are the ones that will get caught in the rungs, unfortunately, this month. That's how I feel it in the spirit. This will hurt you. If you are willing to just sit back, relax, manifest, receive. Sun is a dominant. It's, again, an Aries energy. It's like fire. It's like, I'm going to take charge. And yes, do that if you have done the work. If you are completely healed of all your issues, all illness, do it. Now is the time for you to kick into high gear. Those of you who haven't, take a step back. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how bad you're going to get hurt if you start to try to control things and not let God work his magic this month. I'm telling you. This is not the time for a lot of people. A baby trying to match with an 18-year experienced person. This is not the time to try to be that and compete. There's certain people you just can't mess with. Spiritually, you can't compete with. I'm sorry, it's true. There's certain people who've been in the game too fucking long. You just can't do it this week. Next month, next week, whatever. Yes, not this time. This is not your time. So this is the message for you. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Okay? I had to be really, really blunt and rash here. All right. It's hard to use metaphors without sounding a certain type of way. You know, that's the art of communication. That's what I have learned to do in all my years of working this spiritual craft. You know, how do I say something without putting myself in it, coming across a certain way, sounding to this or that? All right, one final message. It's going to be a light message, okay? Okay. Remember, you can't master a craft overnight. You gotta give it time. You gotta give it time. And don't be scared just because you have to face difficulty in life sometimes. Oh well, we all do. Anyway. So, I feel you. I feel your pain. Trust me, doing this work, I feel your pain. I have a lot of emotional pain in my whole life. I still carry that with me to this day. I'm not discrediting or invalidating what you're experiencing. Trust and believe. I feel it extremely deeply. Unbearably deeply. Intolerably deeply. But I don't say it out loud. I don't show my weakness. I know what you're going through. So I feel to end a light message here for you, my loves. Okay? My dear poopsies, I feel you're going to be fine. The fact that I got the sun card at the end, you're going to be just fine, all right? This is going to be such a beautiful time if you're willing to continue learning and growing. If you continue to will, you don't, if you're continuing to accept you don't know everything, to accept that there will be future moments where you feel this intensity, but also this deep emotional pain at the same time. Because what happens when there's one end of the extreme in this universe? This is what they're telling you now. I want you to focus on this now. It's not just going to be Aries energy. What has to happen once an intense 7 Aries lineup happens that never happened before for many millennium? The complete and exact opposite has to occur as well. That is the laws of the universe. There is no polarity. There is duality. We are still in this dual nature environment in this 3D realm of existence in this corner of the universe. This is just why we come here, to experience this this duality. So I'm more worried what the big wave, what's going to happen a couple months from now once this energy is completely subsided, and then the next complete opposite end. What comes after all that fire? Water. That's where I'm worried about. Intense floods. Like, I'm not talking these floods we've had. 5-10 foot floods. Baby floods. LOL. I'm talking 50 foot, 100 foot floods. Biblical floods. Oh yeah, we haven't seen yet. That's what I'm talking about. All that water has to douse all that fire we just are about to experience. And again, a flood of intense, masculine, egoic, dominant, toxic sometimes energy, right? Because Aries is portrayed by Emperor, toxicity, right? Toxic masculinity. In the cards, Aries presents that as well a lot of times. So what's the complete opposite? Extremely emotional, extremely gentle, extremely passive, extremely distracted, extremely fluid, extremely cleansing, because floods cleanse. They wash away the old crap. This is where I'm worried about biblical floods. This is where I'm worried about biblical emotions, tears coming out of your eyes like you've never ever experienced in your entire existence. This is where I'm worried. I'm not worried about what's happening now. I'm worried about what the big wave is going to hit after this. I hear 2 months. I keep hearing 2 months after this. June, maybe July. That's what I'm more worried about. The after effects of even those who have channeled the wrong intention during this week or two. It's going to boomerang back at you in a couple months if you did it the wrong way. If you messed up in any way this month, even if you messed up, if you didn't learn or work through that issue, it's going to come back to bite intensely. That's where I'm worried. That's where I'm worried. No one has addressed this yet, and this is the first time I'm actually tapping into this, which is why I'm so surprised that that's actually going to occur. Good thing I did this video today. Yeah, it's not this is not for everybody. Look, I'm learning more with time how deeply spiritual spirit is. There is so much that I still don't understand. I wish I could even grasp 5-10% of it. It goes deeper than we think. It goes so damn deep. I wish I knew how to, in the human context, explain what this is all about and what's about to occur. I really don't, again, I keep repeating it, I don't think people fully understand what is going to happen. Just think, if something hasn't happened in 6,000 plus years, as long as gold has been around as a currency, threefold pre-Jesus, threefold. Barely in the time when the pyramids were first, even the civilizations before then, and the changes that have unfolded in the last 6 millennia. What do you think that does to religion? Now that we're out of that chapter in our lives, what do you think that does to money? It won't exist. What do you think that does to societal expectations? Won't exist anymore. Why do you think AI is coming now? AI has been here a little bit of time. Again, in a 6,000 year span, it's basically been here like a baby. But it's really been amped up in the last 3 years. Look how much has changed with AI in just 3 years. Why do you think all of this culmination point is happening now? And this planetary lineup? I really want you to think. I know sometimes it's hard for some people to really critically think things through. It's hard for me. I suck at that. But Spirit reminds me. I ask God, Spirit, Universe to remind me. What is Spirit saying to you now? How is Spirit connecting with you now? Because while everyone's distracted by, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start a workout plan, I'm going to start a new business. Why don't you just really sit for a moment and tap in? What is Spirit asking of you right now? In this rare, never to be seen, never to be heard from again. Do you know how many ancestors have had to give birth to your parents and your grandparents and your great-grandparents? How much time has passed in 6,000 years to bring you here today at this culmination point? Do you know how awesome this is, but scary? So really sit and think for that moment. What is this trying to bring for you now? What is this asking of you right now? This is the message. Why is this coming to you at this moment, in this perfect time in your life right now, that you were drawn to this video for this reason? This was so damn intense. I have to cleanse again. I mean, I normally cleanse after a reading, but I have to cleanse again in the reading because it's literally so deep, heavy, and intense. I don't know how I'm going to get through the rest of the day. I mean, I almost took today off because it was so emotionally draining for me. Just whatever I'm experiencing in my own life and everything going on, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So please, work with the crystals. Should I share now? I'll wait till the next video. I'll share about this beautiful crystal. There's something so special about it. I will share in the next video. Please watch the next video if you want me to reveal the secrets of this Caribbean calcite. But anyway, so I love you and I thank you for watching. I hope you feel my love, even though I'm harsh love. My love language is different. It doesn't look like a warm, inviting grandmother baking cookies. My love is a little more cold than that. My love comes differently. It's different. In my real life, I'm more harsh and sharp, and maybe off-putting sometimes. You know, I'm not that person. I can't be that person for everybody. You know, so I hope you understand though. You know, I really do want this to help you. I really do want this to reach you and you to fully grasp. I can't control how you process or receive this video. But I want you to understand you weren't told that you weren't warned after this. Don't be surprised. Don't act like, you know, I didn't say so. It's not about me, but hey, don't pretend like no one ever warned you or said something. I did. And this is free knowledge for you. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I don't earn shit making these videos. Like, one video doesn't make me much. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that to me, right? This is free content for you. I felt Spirit was telling me to warn today. That's it. That's all I can do. I've done hands clean. I've done my job. I leave it to you now how you handle and take charge of the situation this coming week or two. It is out of my hands. As a spiritual practitioner, I have to warn and tell people. It is off my hands now. My hands are clean. I did my part. Whatever you receive from this video is what you receive. You didn't. Again, you cannot say you weren't warned about how intense this energy is, what can happen, and the surprise, sudden, unexpected change that's about to go down for all of us permanently. Because we're entering a new era in human history. This is going to be written about for many, many years. Many timelines are watching right now and waiting to see what we do with this energy. It is up to us to decide. And my heart is still weighing heavy. I feel a pain in my heart I can't explain right now, because I feel like a lot of people will grieve and go through a lot of hardship right now. A lot of people may not make it on the other side of this. Emotionally, they just may lose their mind. That's the age of Aquarius. It's insanity. It's a person losing their mind. Because their old illusionary reality is over. Everything you thought you built or made. God said, nope, we're flipping the table. We're undoing this, a new chapter. So what makes you think your plans are going to be making it on the other side of this? If you have the right intention in your heart, they will. But if you're just planning things out of thin air, like, let me just decide to randomly do this. No, God laughs. We make a plan, God laughs. He has a different plan for us right now. I've always felt if something crazy or intense goes down, it would be April. I've always felt that, and here we are. And again, I'm scared. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm not surprised. I'm more scared. But also, and that's not true. I'm slightly scared because I don't know what's about to happen, what this means fully, but I wish I could comprehend it. But I'm more excited because I know we have been needing this change. We need to get rid of things like so many things that we are just relying on and using, and it's time. It's time. Yeah, we're here. Get excited. Get ready. I can't even cry anymore because I was crying all morning because I know what's coming, but I don't at the same time. You know, I'm scared but excited. You know, like, this is it, guys. You know, this is it for a long time. Like, I don't think you understand. It's okay. It's okay if you don't. I don't understand either. Like, I understand, but I don't. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But, you know, I'm going to work through that. I'm going to sit with that for more time, because this week just started and I'm already feeling like the 12th was just so intense and bad and good. It was weird. It was a weird day. And you probably felt that too. It was just so intense emotionally, and I guess just making this video and talking is comforting me, because I'm like, I know this is going to be a crazy week, but like, I can only do so much. I know I can't change what's about to happen, but you know. Oh, I sound crazy, ew. But you know, do you feel what I feel? I don't know. Oh, it's wild, isn't it? It's like everything in your life is okay. It's working perfect. It's not that my life is bad. It's not like anything's going wrong there. It's just like, in some ways, some old things are coming up that I didn't realize were like, you know. Anyway, it's not about me. It's just like, it's weird. It's I can't explain what it was like. The fact that just getting a sneak preview of what this week will be like I'm like, nope, I didn't sign up for this. Nope. Cancel my 7-day trial. I don't want to go through it, but I know we have to. It's terrifying. Oh, it's terrifying. Anyway, I'm gonna be such a baby this week. Why'd I have to be born on a full moon? Damn it. Because God knew my soul strength. God knew I was strong. I could take it as a soul. But damn, why'd I have to sign up for this full moon package? I wanted to sign up for a luxury cruise. Are you kidding me? I've already been through enough in past lives. I have to sign up for this? No, hell no. But here we are. There's a reason we signed up for such a rare synchronistic event. And you're going to finally tap into why you're here. And I feel that in the spirit deeply. I feel you're going to more tap into your purpose this week. Anyway, I love you all. Take care. I've said enough. TonyBomboni.com. No pressure. But for your own personal readings, if you'd like. Oh, that looks really pretty. I should take a picture of that for my newsletter. Issues and symptoms will flare up. If you have a mental health disorder, that's going to probably allegedly flare up this week. It's not you. You're not the problem this week. It's just the energies, okay? Not that we're blaming the energies of the week, but I'm telling you, this is going to be it. This is the culmination for a long period of time. Take responsibility for your actions this week. I love you. Take care. Be well.